Manchester City will defeat Arsenal in their first matchup this year uh, in the FA Cup, not in the Premier League. Keep that in mind. Friday, January the 27th. Arsenal defeated Manchester City 2 to nothing en route to the FA Cup victory with Mikel Arteta in 2020. The apprentice defeats the master in this game. Back during Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was with Arsenal. Their last league title in 2004 scores in the 19th minute. Arsenal can win the league 19 years later. It is Pep that has Gematria 19. I like Manchester City to win the FA Cup matchup this week on 1-27, January the 27th. It is 127 days, 4 months and 7 days later until the FA Cup final. The winner of this match is going to win the FA Cup. Now, I know Arsenal are sponsored by the Emirates. They've won a lot of FA Cups before. It doesn't mean that they're going to win this year per se. It is FA Cup that has Gematria 47 in the date calculator. It is 4 months and 7 days until the day of the FA Cup final, which is June the 3rd, which is interesting because Man United can occur in its first FA Cup final since they had Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho is Gematria 63. It is Manchester United. If they lose, Manchester United could be going for 13-8. 13-8 record in the final by beating the Citizens of Man City. The Citizens is Gematria 38. Notice how the nickname is Gematria City as well. But Man City, if they win the FA Cup, 7 wins, 5 runner-ups, a lot like the winner of last year's FA Cup, Jurgen. It's Jurgen at Gematria 75. 6 titles, 5 runner-ups before Erling Haaland joins Man City. It is Erling, that's Gematria of 65. Haaland is Gematria of 23. What if his first major domestic trophy occurs against the Devils? Against Man United. The Devils is Gematria 41, which is Gematria of Haaland. Man United already beat Manchester City 2-1. Keep that in mind. Okay, so that's the 14th day of the year of January. 20 weeks later, we could see these two teams face off in the FA Cup final. FA Cup is Gematria 20. It'll be interesting if Man United do win this match. It'll be very interesting. Let's see if a head-to-head between a Man U and Man City. Throughout all competitions. Okay. So, Man City's won 58 matches. They can win their 59th match against Man United in the FA Cup final because the FA Cup final is Gematria 59. So, very interesting. 10 matches played and 4 victories for City if that's the case. Because it is Manchester City Football Club that has Gematria of 104, and it is the Devils that has Gematria of 104. Their 21st final appearance, keep in mind, can happen against City because it's City that's Gematria 21. So yeah, I am liking another Manchester derby, but uh, Arsenal gonna lose because if Man City beat Arsenal, then it's like, hey, Arsenal, they can't beat Man City. They can't beat Man City. So It sets up better drama if Arsenal don't beat City right away in the FA Cup, or if Arsenal do beat City in the FA Cup, they can just say, "Oh, it's only the FA Cup. It's only the FA Cup." However, if Man City score first, Arsenal would have. Well, first of all, Arsenal enter the FA Cup match with 57 goals because it's City that's to match at 57. Arsenal can allow their 23rd goal if Haaland is playing in this match because it is Haaland that has Gematria 23. It'd be 3 goals and 1 allowed when Man City score first in the FA Cup this season for Arsenal. Man City is Gematria 31. For Arsenal, it'd be 2 FA Cup matches, 1 victory after City win because it's City that's Gematria 21. And now the 2022 Manchester City. I want you to notice that Man City can begin their 129th season next year, right after Man United go 12-9 in the final. I think that's very interesting that Man United's record in the final is 12 victories and 8 runner-ups right now as we speak. And in the FA Cup, Man City would have 5 goals scored and 0 allowed if they score first. Arsenal have 50 points in the table right now. And if Arsenal equalizes, then it's well. Also, it's the Gunners. That's Gematria 50. The Gunners have Gematria 50. Beat Man United for their 50th points. Man United allowed their 25th goal of the season against Arsenal when Arsenal went ahead because Arsenal is Gematria 25. The Gunners has Gematria 50. It's going to be 5 goals scored, 0 allowed when they score first in the FA Cup. Now, Man City has 21 wins right now as we speak this season. It could be 22. It could be 23. They could enter with 24 wins, going for win number 25 against Arsenal on February the 15th. Means they're going for win number 25. May not necessarily mean yet they go for win number 25 against Arsenal. So that's how you go with Man City to win that match, and I'll go with victory in the FA Cup final for Manchester City. Another trophy at Wembley. This is going to lead into the Champions League for next year. Man City winning at Wembley with Haaland. So it'll be good stuff. It'll be good stuff. And also for the Manchester Derby, win number 59 for City could happen over at London, England. It's London, England. That's Gematria 59, and that is the Gematria of the FA Cup final. And notice how London, England is Gematria of the nickname of Arsenal, the Gunners. And also nickname of the Red Devils. Red Devils having Gematria of 131, with quite a bit of FA Cup victories to their name.